People ask me, am I obsessed by hips? Because I'm always going on about them. And I always reply, no, not at all. It's just that it's the biggest joint in the body, it's got the biggest muscles going around it, and it's probably got some of the biggest jobs to do in athletic function, and that certainly includes the golf swing. So that's why I'm interested in hips. So then they ask me, well, what's the best exercises for hips? Well, there's loads of exercises, but I always reply, if you're training that hip for flexibility, stability, balance, strength, and doing that in all three planes of motion, you've pretty much got some good exercises. So I'm going to show you some here right now. We're going to work on flexibility. We're going to go down into this position just with a club. All I'm going to use today is a club. Now, this is not a beginner's exercise profile. What I've done is I've crossed my legs over this club. I'm in a relative adducted position. From here, I can drive my hips in the three planes for flexibility. Forwards and backwards, sagittal plane, side to side, and around and around. Obviously, I'm going to do that in the reverse position as well. So, cross in the opposite direction, forwards and backwards, side to side, round and around, really driving those hips, but I want to try a different direction now. I'm going to get my hips out in an abducted position. There's that abducted position, the femur's going up into a different slot in the hip, and now I can go in that frontal plane, I can go in that sagittal plane, and I can drive in that rotary plane. I've got my hips a little bit more flexible. Got to go on to stability now. So, still using the club. Again, this is an advanced exercise. I'm going to start in a stalk stance position. Just watch this left hip. I'm going to drive around, pushing the club out, back up to stalk. Drive around, pushing the club out, back up to stalk. That's a great exercise for the outer aspect. But what about the inner aspect? The inner aspect here, the adductors, just swap over the club position. Now I'm going to push out, bit of a kung fu move going on. You can see I'm almost back to stalk. Pushing out, as I get stronger, more stable, I can just go with a free exercise there. Now, I'm glad I've dropped that club down there because I'm moving up to my strength component now. Back on that left leg, I'm going to spin down, pick the club up, try and hold my balance, up, and then down, back up, hold that balance, pick up the club. This is getting tough for my hip now, plonk it back down again. Hold that balance, one more time, right up, down she goes. Hey, now my hip has had a real workout. Flexibility, stability, strength, you don't need any more.